Hey y'all, it's Leslie with That Cat Flossing. Welcome back to my crazy. We are in my craft room again today, and it is still a work very much in progress, but we're getting there. We're getting there. I will turn this a little bit and show y'all a couple things. Hope I don't make you sick. There are the shelves right here that are at the back of my desk. I have added an additional shelf unit in the corner over here. Back over here, there are 2 more shelving units, and almost all of my crafting stuff is sort of organized. Unlike me, I'm not organized at all. So we're going to get started. Welcome back. This is FlossTube number something or other, 114. And it's been not 2 months this time since I made a FlossTube video. It's only been 6 weeks. Hey, it's progress. What can I say? Take what I can get. And I've just been busy. So I have some FFOs to show you. I don't have a whole lot of cross-stitch progress to show, but I'll share what I've got and hope y'all enjoy it. Like I said, it's been busy around here. It's, we're still in the height of kitten season, and I have 16 babies here right now, and they are all keeping me busy. They're about, in about a week and a half, they're going to start leaving. So my herd will thin down a bit, and they'll be leaving all during the rest of July and August up till the end of September. And then I have a litter due next Thursday and a litter due the following Sunday. So hopefully Praline and Reese will do well and give me healthy babies and everything. Y'all cross your fingers and say a prayer for everything to go smoothly with them. What else happened? I went to a cat show last weekend in Amarillo. That was the first time I'd been to a cat show since, I think the end of January. And it was wonderful to see my friends, and I took Rami along, and she did great. She's now a champion, and I'll have to wait and see once her points are totaled up. She may actually have granded. She may be a grand champion, but we'll see. Have to wait on the points for that. And I made the startling discovery that, well, let me just ask if you know what I found between Oklahoma City and Amarillo. Nothing. I found 5.5 hours worth of nothing between Oklahoma City and Amarillo. If you live there, I'm sure it's wonderful for you, but it is nothing to look at. So it was an 8-hour drive, and it was not exciting. I mean, it was super easy. I got on I-40 and drove for 8 hours and got off of I-40 to my hotel. Literally, that was as exciting as it got, because after a couple of potty stops and fast food breaks. But I had a great time at the show, and I got home late Sunday night, and I'm still tired. See, even thinking about it makes me yawn. But it was great to see all my friends, and I actually spent a little time stitching at the show even. Steve went to UAMS in Little Rock on Tuesday, a couple days ago, and he is, praise Jesus, released back to his regular position here in Fort Smith. So I'm so thankful and happy and blessed that he is doing well. And thank you for all of you that have sent prayers along this whole journey. I sure do appreciate it. So that's the catch up. 4 minutes of me blathering. Now let's talk about some cross stitch. I have really enjoyed getting my craft room organized a little better. When Steve was working from home for about 13.5 months. And I did not have a lot of space in here because this is a small room. It's about 10 by 10. There was not a lot of space for me to do a lot of stuff at. So everything just kind of got put in a stack to make room for him, and that was that. I'm so sorry. And I couldn't find anything in my stacks of crap. So getting organized and having more room to spread out again has been a blessing. And I have, because of that, actually gotten some FFOing done. I have framed several pieces. I finished this one last year. This is my grandmother's garden from Blackbird Designs. And I don't remember who now suggested, I had posted on Facebook before, not Facebook, Instagram before I finished framing this, and I was saying, does it look right? Because at that time I did not have this bottom vine along here, and it just, the borders weren't great. So at somebody else's suggestion, I just free-handed some more vine and flowers down here, and it made the proportions much better for framing. And again, this is in, let's see, my grandmother's garden from Blackbird Designs, and I believe it's in the book called In the Garden. And I did not take time to dig that book out. But I wanted to honor both my maternal grandmother, Beulah Cox Clifton. She was 99 when she died. She was an amazing lady. She quilted. She had a huge garden. She was an amazing lady. Helped teach me to sew, tried to teach me to quilt, but I never could sit still long enough, which I regret now. But this was in remembrance of her, as well as my paternal grandmother, Ruth Cato Knopp. I never knew her. She actually died when my dad was born. She had a stroke and died in labor. He was a posthumous baby, delivered via C-section after she had stroked out. But I know based on her, my dad has had four older sisters, and they were all wonderful ladies. And I know based on how much I loved them that I would have loved my grandmother too. But this is just to remember them. My grandmother's garden from Blackbird Designs. And this was a frame that I picked up at a thrift store, and I think it was kind of a goldish color. Yes, it was, because you can see where I did not get the side of it painted. I'll have to go back and paint that. But I've just painted it with some acrylic paint, and it's great. I did go, when I finished the back end, I wrote the name of the pattern and all the information there on the back. But I'll be hanging that up now that we're done showing it, assuming I can find a place to put it. One of the next ones I finished was, I finished this last year. This is Shepherd's Pie from Plum Street Samplers. I do not remember what the linen was that I stitched this on. I will have to go back and look. And these were none of the call for flosses, just miscellaneous from my stash, but I thought it was really cute. Let me tell you, there's a lot of white X's in that sheep there. But it is also framed and finished, and I'm very happy with it. It just fit proportionately in that perfectly. This is another thrift store frame, and it just so happens that the color of the mat that was in the frame almost exactly matches the color of that grass down there. So it worked out real well. Y'all excuse my underarm there. This one, this was my favorite release from 2019. Be darned if I remember. 2020 market, I guess. Bunny and Bee from Annie B's Folkart. This is stitched on a 36 count. It's Picture This Plus linen, and it's one that they released last year at market also. And I used some of the call for, and then I changed a couple of colors to make them show up better. But I think it is just so cute. This one is going to go above the door in my kitten room because they're my little bumblebees, and it'll fit perfectly there. And I did the same thing, just got the information on the back. The obligatory FlossTube grin. We're gonna hope these don't all end up on the floor since I'm stacking them on the cat tree back there. And this one was actually the first one I framed, and it's got something on it. I'm gonna have to clean the glass before I hang it up. This is Dear August from the Blackbird Designs book, In Friendship's Way. And it's also stitched 1/1 on a 36. This one is stitched with the call for flosses. which gave that bird a very stripy wing. But that's okay. It's kind of cool looking. And this one will also, all of these are going to be hung up now that I've showed them to y'all. So I have a place to put all of them, although I'm rapidly running out of wall space. This is another thrift store frame. I did not paint this frame. It was the gold color. I did paint the mat. The mat was kind of, I think, an off-white with some kind of gold to it. And I didn't think that it set off the frame stitching very well. So I did take it apart and just kind of sponge painted with some varying colors of blue that mat. And I think it came out pretty good. It came out darker than what I was aiming for, but I actually think it does well. And I'm very happy with all of these. So there's my FFOs. Okay, we're gonna pray they don't fall. That would suck out loud. Don't fall. Okay, moving right on. I have one other FO. Let me get a drink here. This is from, it's a strawberry. It's a very fat little strawberry. This is from a pattern I found on Etsy from Amy Rooney Designs. The pattern is very easy to follow. There are 3 sizes of strawberry. This is the medium size. I did make 2 of the larger strawberries. They were given away as gifts this past weekend. This is just a red cotton that I think came from Walmart. And then this is some felt, green felt from my felt stash, which is not really expensive, but I had some green. And I thought that came out real cute. It's sitting up with all my patriotic display is still out right now. So it goes well with that. And then speaking of patriotic stuff, I had a plan to make, I wanted to make a tomato. And then I decided I was going to make a patriotic tomato because, you know, it was 4th of July time. So again, I went to Etsy. And this pattern is from Retro Mama on Etsy to make the tomato. And I have my patriotic tomatoes all cut out. But I was not in possession of what's called a doll needle, which is a very long needle that you need to sew the button on and kind of run the thread from bottom to top to pull it down and give it that tomato shape. I now have a doll needle. So I'm going to hopefully this, probably next week, be sewing my tomatoes and giving those a try. And then we'll see if I can actually make a tomato once I get done with the patriotic tomato. Just in time to put away my patriotic stuff. Timing is everything and mine sucks out loud. But I will link both the pattern for the strawberry and the tomato in the drop down below. We have to go to Fort Smith when Steve gets off work at 3, so he can get his eyes checked. He has glaucoma, so he goes every 3 months and gets it checked. So today is that day. So I probably won't get to fill in the drop down today, but I will get it done tomorrow. Okay, now, I guess the tomatoes were the first of my whips. But my other whips, I did not get much work done on whips the last month or whatever. But I did get a few stitches put into Land That I Love from Theresa Kogut. I love this piece, and I wish that I had spent more time on it, but just, you know, it's the old shit happens rule. Oops, sorry. Potty mouth popped up out there for a minute. It's the old poop happens rule, and, you know, I just didn't get to it. What I did get done was I worked on this basket here, which is this one right here. And I have taken out, I had more done. I had the centers of these done right here. And I pulled those out and I've decided I'm going to turn those into eyelets because I thought that would add some visual interest to that. So I added, I don't think I had all of these branches done. So I pulled out the other stitches that I had and added these branches. And, you know, I think I worked on it maybe 2 nights, so I didn't accomplish much. But I am almost done with page 1. Basically, when I get done with that basket, I'll be done with page 1. And then I have extended the border over slightly past page 1 on both sides there. Sampler for September is coming, and it is my plan. My plans never work out, but it is my plan to get some progress on that. And this is 36 count My Little Dove from XQ Designs. And they are a few of the called for flosses and then some flosses from Stash. I did change the reds. This called for reds that were more of an orangey red instead of a bluer red, and I like bluer red, so I did change the reds in there. But most of the others I think are either the called for or the DMC substitution. And that's that one. Oh, I'm so sorry, y'all. I just cannot catch up from this past weekend. And it's one of the really bad things about fibro is when I get tired, I stay tired. It takes me forever to kind of get over it. Which I don't like because I'm really more kind of a go-get-'em person. Well, I used to be more of a go-get-'em person. Now I'm a kind of person. Okay. The other whip I pulled out was Summer Jubilee from Blackbird Designs, and it's in the Beez, the booklet Souvenirs of Summer. And I started this a couple years ago. Linda Jo, Pretty Southern, was kind enough to share the pattern with me since it was out of print at the time. I mean, she sent it to me and I worked on it. And then Frankie Easter gifted this to me, and then Linda Jo's pattern went back to her. So thanks to both of those ladies for enabling me to stitch this. And I did not, I've only worked on this, I think, a couple hours maybe. And what I got done was I completed this vase or basket or whatever that is down there. I have brought the border over a little bit more on the top. I think 1 thread's worth on the top, 1 thread's worth on the bottom, where my counting was off, and I had to change it to little triangles or little zigzags instead of big zigzags because I was going to run into the bottom of the basket. But I may stick with this one until it's done. That's kind of my plan, because I would like to get this done. I missed 4th of July this year. We'll see if I get it done, if I have enough stick-to-itiveness to get that done, but that's kind of my plan. And this is 36 count Picture This Plus Haunted, I believe. And a couple of the called for flosses, although I've got a bunch of Victorian motto and color and cotton and miscellaneous stuff in here also. I think I have 3 or 4 of the called for, and then the rest were just stuff I substituted from Stash. But like it a lot. Love it. Can't wait to get it done and framed and on my wall. And this one will probably stay up year round. I'm sorry, y'all. Boring myself with yawns. Whoops. Left my book out. And I do have to admit that, you know, with the sad news of Barb Adams passing on July 4th, that it really did prompt me to look at my Blackbird stuff and pull that out and kind of, I was never lucky enough to meet her, but certainly her contribution to the stitching community can't be overstated, and it's really a big loss for all of us. And then I had a couple of new starts, and I started the Tudor B Sal. You can follow this on Instagram as hashtag the Tudor B Sal. And this is from the Blue Flower. And I am stitching this on kind of a mystery linen. I don't remember what this is. It is a 36 count. I will tell you that. It's a 36 count, and I think it's a Zweigart. But I don't know. It's a pale gray. And that's where I've gotten. And there is lots of cat hair on here. This went to the cat show with me, and there's lots and lots and lots of kitty hair. And my flosses from this are none of the call for. They are miscellaneous silks from my stash of silk flosses. But I'm very happy with how far I've gotten so far on that. And I believe Kim Goldman is the one who has spearheaded this Sal. But if you look up Tudor B Sal on Instagram, you can find more information under that hashtag. And then the other new start I had was Yellow Polka Dot Bikweenie from Plum Street Samplers. One of my sister-in-laws, the one that introduced Steve and I, has had dachshunds for years and loves her dachshunds. And she recently got, one of her older dachshunds had died, and she got a new dachshund puppy. So I thought I would stitch this for her. And there's my start on it. I just got the Yellow Polka Dot Bikweenie started. I stitched on this at the cat show also. This is 40 count. I believe it's Mocha from Zweigart. I think. Pretty sure. Probably. Best guess. And basically none of the call for. Just again, flosses from stash. And that's pretty much what I've been working on. I am hoping that with most of the kittens getting older and maybe things will become more status quo and I'll have a little bit more stitching time. I hope. That'd be nice anyway. Ah! That did not work like I planned. I planned to tilt that up a little bit. So now y'all, excuse me while I try to make this sit here. Well, that ain't great, but we're going with it. Okay, so that's what I've been working on. Now, the other thing is haul. It's been 6 weeks and I have had some haul. I got, Australian Post has really had some shipping issues. And I got last month, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, my last 5 months that I threw on the floor. My last 5 months worth of silk flosses. Good Lord, Leslie. It's a good thing my head's attached. From Silks For You in Australia. And their Floss of the Month Club is $21 for 5 10-meter skeins of gorgeous silk floss. I'm going to show you all of these because the colors are just stunning. These are right up my alley because pink is my favorite color. And I have exercised tremendous self-control to not be using these before I showed them to you. Anyway, they had some shipping issues and basically they all got lost. Everything she shipped out between January and probably June. So she's now shipping them to a friend in Houston and the friend is dispersing them through the US. Aren't her color saturations just gorgeous? And tell me where else you can get 5 10-meter skeins of floss for $21, including the shipping. It used to be 20 bucks, but she did have to go up to accommodate shipping costs. But I'm thrilled with them. They are gorgeous, and I can't wait to add them to my silk hoard. Okay, there's all those. Sorry, I did warn you that I am not organized right now. This is a little kit, and her name escapes me right now, but she showed the picture of it and made the kits up. She's on Stash Unloading. And I will look up her name and Instagram handle and stuff and put it in the drop down when I get that done. This is a kit to finish into a little pillow. It's called Bee Drawer, and it looks like a dresser with drawers. And each drawer is done like in a different specialty stitch. It's really cool. So I'm really looking forward to getting that done. And then I got this on the secondary market. This is Betsy from Sheepish Designs. And I've seen so many people stitching it. And let me tell you, had I seen this picture, all I'd seen was the picture, I could have cared less. But I've seen so many people posting pictures of it on Instagram, and it's gorgeous. This is just a terrible, terrible cover picture. So added that to my stash. And again, I got that from the secondary market, and I couldn't tell you who now. I think I found it on eBay. Okay, I saw somebody post, I think it was this one on Instagram. So I went to the Madame Chantilly Etsy store and I ordered 3 of her patterns. And I think that is so cute. Y'all know I can't resist sheep. I just think that's adorable. And then I thought this Halloween one was very cute. That one, the first one is called Summer Delivery. This one is called Halloween Week. And the last one is Bunnies on the Beach. All from Madame Chantilly. I ordered these on, I think it was June 20th, and they arrived on like July 2nd or 3rd, something like that. I mean, they came like in 12 or 13 days from Italy. It was amazing. And then, you know, I said Tuesday that we had to go to Little Rock to UAMS for Steve's follow-up visit. And well, you know, I can't go to Little Rock and not go see Ann and Sherry over at the Shepherd's Needle, which is my 2.5 hours away, locally needlework store. But it is worth the trip for me. And I picked up several flosses. There are 4 cottons and 1 silk to add to my stash. And then I picked up 3 additional patterns because I'm bad and I have no willpower. This is Cereal Bowl Collection Lesson 1. This one is Cereal Bowl Collection Lesson 3, and this one came kitted with the flosses. And then this one is Trellis Blackbirds, all from Plum Street Samplers. I love those. I thought they were so cute. And then because I've lost my mind, I picked up a big old piece of 18 count linen that I hate. This is Classic Homespun, and I believe it's a R&R. But it is that really stiff, crunchy linen. And I just have not been able to find an 18 count in anything softer. I am not going to enjoy stitching this. This is to do a Christmas stocking for my grandson. So, you know, it is what it is, and Mimi will do it, but Mimi ain't going to be happy about it. But anyway, that's the end of my haul, which was plenty of haul. Twice as much as what I should have got. Okay. Then I had Happy Mail from Rayleigh Durden, who I follow on Instagram. She sent me a whole bunch of stuff to either keep for myself or to use as giveaways for you guys. So y'all, I pulled one out to give away today, and y'all will be seeing some more of those upcoming as giveaways. And then I had more Happy Mail, and this is from Juliana. She wanted to remain anonymous, past Juliana. But she also sent a number of things to give away. So y'all will also be seeing those as giveaways soon. Okay, let me clear this mess and get a drink. Oh, let me show you this. When I went to Amarillo, well, first off, I'm going to show you all of these, so bear in mind. Texas A&M, that's where I graduated from. Charlotte, my best friend Charlotte, gave me this one for Christmas last year. She gave me this one this year. These are made by a friend of ours, Dawn Lott. She makes absolutely beautiful custom tumblers. She made 2 for my husband also because his birthday was in May. And he had his Joey Logano one and his Razorback one because he is a NASCAR and Arkansas nut bar. But all of this to say, if you want a beautiful customized tumbler, if you will contact me, I will give you Dawn's contact information. She does not have like a Facebook page or anything where she sells these, but she does do beautiful, absolutely custom work. And they're gorgeous. She actually took pictures of some of my cats and put on here. Isn't that cool? So thank you, Dawn. You're awesome. Oh, and I forgot some of my haul. How did I do that? I saw this. I need to stay away from social media. I saw this on Instagram and I couldn't help myself. I had to say me please. This is from Merritt Crawford. And it is the most adorable little pincushion in a milk glass base. And as you can see, I'm already using it. I've got my needle stuck in there. And the pincushion actually comes out if you want it to. But I love it. I saw that and I had me please type so fast my fingers were a blur. And thank you, Merritt. I believe it is wonderful. I love this. It sits here on my sewing table and gets lots of use. Oh, fiddly fart. I forgot to write down who won everything. We had giveaways from last time. We had Harriet Elizabeth Coe from Brenda Gervais. Grand Old Flag Pin Drum from Best Twist, Heartstring Samplery. I Wish You Lived Next Door, also from Best Twist, Heartstring Samplery. And Believe, which is a Theresa Bear design that was a freebie given away by Kitten Stitcher. And I'm sorry, I wrote the names down somewhere, but I'm going to go looking. So, if you won this stuff, I will comment on your comment, and you can, you know, email me. My email will be in the drop down, and let me know what your mailing address is, and I will get this stuff sent out to you. And then we have giveaways for today. I finished this not too long ago. This is Good Deeds from Brenda Gervais. In the package is something stuck in there. Hold on. What did I leave in here? Oh, just my working copy. So I'll send you the working copy. You can keep it or you can trash it, whatever you want. But this is the pattern. And if you want to stitch this one, let's say you'd like to stitch the tulips, T-U-L-I-P-S. Be a subscriber, like the video, comment, and say, I'd like to stitch tulips. Or, this is Harvest Trio from Jim Shore. I finished this last fall, I think. And I have the stuff cut out to finish it, but I haven't gotten it done yet. You'd like to stitch the Trio, T-R-I-O. And I will send you that. This pattern calls for beads, and you can do it with beads, or you can do like I did and just substitute the appropriate colored thread. Because I just didn't feel like beading it. These are 3 pieces of Ada. And I believe they're 14 and 16 count. These were from Juliana. If you would like the Ada, just say, I'd like the Ada, A-I-D-A. And there are 3 pieces, miscellaneous sizes in there. There's kind of an oatmeal color, a pretty peach color, and then a yellow. This is also from Juliana. This is The Keeper of the Lighthouse, and this is from a magazine, but I couldn't tell you what magazine it was. And this is a really cool lighthouse scene. So I'd like to stitch the lighthouse. And then lastly, this is one of them from Rayleigh. This came in the envelope of goodies that she sent me. And this is called Catnip Tea from Just Nan. I lied. Catnip Tea from Just Nan. And it comes with the packet of beads. And this one is really neat. If you'd like to stitch this, I'd like to stitch the catnip, C-A-T-N-I-P. So, catnip, lighthouse, Ada, trio, tulips. If you'd like to stitch any of those, be a subscriber, like the video, comment using the keyword. You can enter for all of them, but I will only pull your name once. So if I pulled your name for the first one I do, then I won't, you know, you won't win more than one. I'll mail those anywhere, so it doesn't matter where you are, you can enter. And I hope y'all comment, and and don't use like giveaway, gift, freebie, you know, all the keyword things that you shouldn't use on YouTube, because I want them to go to somebody who'll actually stitch them. So y'all comment and like the video and all that kind of stuff. If you're not subscribed, I would sure appreciate it if you subscribed. I think I'm around 3,920-ish subscribers, so I need about 80 more to make 4,000. And when we get to 4,000, I'll do a giveaway with a project bag and, you know, some other goodies stuffed in it. So I hope you're having a wonderful summer. I hope you're getting lots of fun time with your families and such. And I hope you enjoy your stitching. And I also hope I'll be back to talk to you before too long. Y'all take care, y'all. God bless. Bye-bye.